Claire, Edge, Nick Gaskins. Welcome to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show.
Man, look, I thank and I welcome all of you guys that are in here right now. Hope everybody can hear me. Mic check, mic check. 704 Charlotte Bound Show. This is Twan Don doing the live press conference reaction. I'm expecting him to tell us more bullshit and try to pull the wool over our eyes, man, but hopefully, they'll come out here and tell us something that we need to know that is of use. And let me shout these people out in the chat real quick, man. Always showing love, man. And I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, man. I don't take anybody for granted. I don't take any situations for granted. I love all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? In a sense of what we come together for. And shout out to Bitchikins, been up in here. Shout out to B Amos. Shout out to B Amos, man. And Bitchikin said, like, subscribe, share the content. You got to do that, man. Check this out. Elizabeth Lassiter, she said, "What's good, fam? How you doing, Liz? How you doing?" Antonio McLaurin or McLenahan, they said, "What up, Twan Don? What's going on with you, brother? I hope everything is well with all of y'all, man. And I hope you guys are having a great. What's today? Wednesday? I'm losing track of time, man. Wednesday, Hump Day, and we can listen to this press conference together, break it down together, and see what we take from it. Just a quick little show, man, for your entertainment, for all those that are at work or are working from home that just need a break from the day, man, that are Carolina Panthers fans. And I tell you for sure, what I'm saying, we will break it down. Relax and Talk Sports says, "Yo, Twan, what's good? What's good with you, bro? You doing all right? Hope everything is doing all right with you, Relax and Talk. We got to get Relax and Talk Sports on the show one day, man. I want to get all of y'all on the show one day, man. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to, don't be afraid. Come on the show one day and just, say what you got to say. And if you want to just go ahead and get off after then do that, man. This is a free space. I'm never going to ever judge you over here. I'm never ever going to let anybody be a tyrant to you over here. I don't let people talk to people crazy unless they know each other. You know what I'm saying? So, they still try to show like little commercials that I'm just gonna keep skipping past. But yeah, man. Look, if you ever I want to get on the show, but I don't want to have to worry with people, coming at me or whatever. Look, this is a safe space. We don't do that over here. We don't let people dog people to try to get our likes up or get attention. You know what I'm saying? Only for those who choose to share that type of content, but that's not us. I'm not calling no names. Relax and Talk Sports says, "Okay, I'm down. Just go to be a later show." Exactly, man. Whenever you feel comfortable. Whenever you feel comfortable, man. So, look, man, in the chat right now, let me know where you at, man. Everybody, let me know where you at. You at work? You at home? You taking a walk with the dog? You know what I'm saying? Let me know where you at, man. B. Amos, where you at? Bitchikins, where you at? Elizabeth, where you at? Antonio. Brandon said, "Bro, where you at?" What up? Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm at the house, working from the house today, man. And make sure this music is not too loud. And look, man, if you like the music playing in the background, man, that's from the great Chaz Zilla. That's still my guy. That's still my boy, man. And you need a beat, or you looking for a beat, or you looking to start a podcast, then make sure you link that man up. Look, guys, in about 2 weeks, I am going to be doing a podcast tutorial service for free. I'm going to be doing a podcast tutorial service for free. If you're thinking about doing a small time show or a small podcast, it don't have to be about sports. I'm going to show you how to do one. Period. How to do one. Period. Something you could call your home. I mean, podcasting can be really, really good therapeutically. It allows you to um, get on something, especially for people that don't want to have an audience. It allows you to get on a show or a stream and just talk. You don't have to even go by your real name, you know what I'm saying? And talk about what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about butterflies in the park, then it's an audience out there for it, man. What I'm learning is an audience out there for things that you would think that people never thought there was an audience for. But I'm going to be teaching, hey, and I'm going to probably when we do our next live, I'm going to start getting names for people that want to attend, and I'm going to do a podcast showcase. It's completely free, and show you how to get your podcast started. You know what I'm saying, and how cost effective it can be. I can show you how to do something that costs you a little money. I can show you how to do something that doesn't cost money, a very little money, and I can show you how to do some things that don't cost you money at all. It's just all about your pockets and the audience that you want to bring here, man. So, yeah, man. Again, I'm announcing that I am going to be doing a podcast um, event where I show people how to start their podcast. It's like a symposium. Let me holler at some more people in this chat, man. And I asked y'all where were y'all, man? Where are y'all at today, man? Last of it, she said listening from work, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Liz. She's listening from work. Black and Talk Sports says, I just left Briar Creek, had to come to Moles. Bro, you're right down the street from me. I gotta find out who Relax and Talk Sports is. He right down the street from me. I live in Briar Creek, Raleigh, North Carolina, bro. Supernova Mall, what's good, baby? What's good with you, man? Let me see. I bet you can still unpack in my apartment in Chapel Hill. Go Blue Devils anyway. Exactly, man. I'm a Blue Devil all day, through and through. Man, we're gonna have a special year. A special year. I didn't even know she was that close. I didn't know she was that close, bro. Now all these people from the Triangle, bro, they ain't just about Charlotte. Relax and Talk Sports says that's great, Torin. I want to come learn. Yeah, man, come learn, bro. I'm teaching this workshop on how to start your own podcast. You know what I'm saying? And we'll have the sign up sheet, so make sure you keep watching on another live. In the meantime, we're waiting for this press conference, and I'm just getting like some news out on the show. But I don't care. I don't care who attends. Just make sure you bring a little pad. Make sure you bring a pad, a pen. If you have a laptop, to bring that. But I mean, I'm gonna teach it in a way that you could just write it down or go do it from your phone. Look, man, I used to be a trainer in a trainer for several things in pharmaceutical departments that I've worked with. I was a trainer for Aetna a while back, and I had to train pharmacists at the time. And I trained also at a long-term pharmacy business out in the Triangle Park. So I've done a lot of training, man. You know what I'm saying? So you guys will get to see your boy's skills at work. Like, oh man, I've never seen a side of Twan, man. But yeah, it'll be business, and I'll show you tools that you can use that cost you very little money, or if you want to do it big time, you can go with that. If you want to just do something 720p, then you can do that. Or if I can recommend cameras that you get for podcasts if you want to go and look like the professionals. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about your budget and who you try to reach out to. And remember, guys, when you come to this workshop, you don't have to do a show about sports. I'm going to teach you how to do a show about whatever you want to do your show about. And streaming sites too. We'll get into streaming sites. I don't know if Stream Yard is going to be good for everybody because StreamYard just went up to $50 a month. They were bought out by some other company, and then, we live in the United States. Everybody's greedy as hell, so everybody trying to get their money. And respectfully, we may even switch. We may even switch, man. But what do you guys think they're going to be talking about today? Who do you think these guys are going to be talking about today, man? Anybody put in the chat? Or if you have a question for me based off what I just talked about, please put the questions in there and I'll answer your questions one-on-one and individually. I see Black Ass JP in here. What up, Black Ass JP? Black Ass Nick is in here too. He said he's at home working, getting the work in. He said Black Ass JP. Laxer Talk Sports said, that's great, Tron. I want to come learn. I'm going to show you, bro. I'm going to show you. Same here in the house. And then JP said, in my skin. Yeah, man. So I'm going to be doing that. Hey, JP. Listen, man. JP said trade rumors, probably. If you're not caught up on the trade rumors, I think the Jets are letting a player go. I think something Williams. And I've seen in the Twitter sphere that Carolina could be interested. I don't know that I believe that because until Carolina says it, could be interested in another receiver. And I'm just like, I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in getting anybody that's going to cost us a whole lot of money. And it's going to constantly keep setting us back from what we're trying to get accomplished. So, Bitch can say, relax and talk sports. I love the mall, not the prices. Exactly, man. Relax and talk sports. Hey, yo, Nick, I'm off your ass. You admitted you were wrong, and I respect that. Pause, and I get it. But yeah, man, I think he'll come out here and try to tell us. These are phrases that I'm trying to tell y'all to look for. We look real good in practice today. It's a team effort. We got to get better at this. We're missing people. I take total responsibility. I'm telling you, listen to all the phrases you're going to hear today. We can still salvage the year. You're going to definitely hear a couple of, I don't want to talk about that yet. So look, man, if you wonder why we're waiting so long, that's the Panthers, bro. That's them. They take forever to come to that podium. Let me see. It's already been 23 minutes and nobody's come up yet. So, hey guys, where do we go next from here? Or are we just gonna try to figure out more and more this year what we got and just play around, which I think we should do. I think we should test out everything. I think we should test everything out to see what we got. And, a lot of people ain't going to want to hear this when I say this, but I'm dead serious when I say this. It is absolutely time for us to start getting rid of all the C- D players off of our team, man. We're never gonna go nowhere, guys, if we just continue to compile a bunch of people that are trying to learn. That they not there yet. Let me go to the chat real quick. She said they're going to ask, please don't give up on the Panthers yet. Yep, they'll definitely say that. And like we know when they call these things out, those press conferences out, you hear me in the background going ding, 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 ding. That's what they did. Look, I'm going to Washington Panthers game with my paper bag. I was supposed to go to that game, had to sell those tickets, you know what I'm saying? Because I was supposed to go with Nick. But I'm going to be returning that night and late. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get up and drive to DC, man, or into Maryland that next, man, no way. Unless wifey want to do it, but tickets is already so. JP said, yeah, it's just a rumor, but I've seen crippled ass Mike Williams. Yeah. They say Brooks was in pass today. Yeah, man, that's another thing too that I'm saying on Twitter. Look, man, teams are still gonna play hard whether you trying to work Brooks out or not. And then I think you gotta look at the people that you have to play, and that man is coming off a serious injury. And one thing that we like to do with the Panthers, well, losing teams like to do this. They like to rush things back because they feel like they need it. And why would you rush something back if the end results are going to be the same and risk further injury? Opposed to, it's like sometimes with this Jonathan thing, I don't think we learned our lesson from the Bryce Young thing. Let that man sit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, Chuba out here balling, top 5 running back. And I'm all for letting the other running back play, you know what I'm saying? Because like we maybe be able to move him in a package at the deadline, So I'm with Miles playing. And he ain't looking exactly horrible. I mean, he ain't looking good, but he ain't looking horrible. And he could possibly be part of a package. I don't want to rush this dude back, man. I mean, like, damn. It's like having 3 cars, right? And you just bought a brand new one, And the brand new one is a classic. It's just like, man, let it chill. Keep driving your other 2 cars and bring that other one out on special occasions. That special occasion will be next year. Shout out to my man, Pat Coltrane. I want to do some shout outs, man, shout out to and let me say something before I say this. I'm gonna shout people out even if they don't shout us out. But one of the things I'm doing, and I say this respectfully, you guys are not gonna be really seeing me on other podcasts anymore. And there's no beef. The thing is I can't continue to support other podcasts that don't support the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. And those people know who they are. It's supposed to be, one of the things Cody said back then that's always stuck with me is rising tide lift all boats, and we always talk about that, but ain't nobody doing it. We are too bad as an organization for everybody to be having attitudes with each other and like I'm only over here in my own circle and I don't rock with other people. Like we enemies or something. We are not enemies. I don't understand this, man. We are not enemies, and then you got, people that blew up, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm not calling no names and I'm saying this respectfully, that blew up and then they feel like they don't have to work with other people, like that's part of our culture though, guys. You know what I'm saying? It bleeds over into the fans. So when you see a lot of selfishness from the people that are supposed to be uplifting the fans, Because like podcasts are kind of like cheerleaders as well, man. We're supposed to help uplift the fans about games. We're not supposed to lie to you. So when we spot bad things, we're supposed to talk about that too. But it's some podcasts are just becoming about themselves, and if that works for them, it works for them. It's just that I can't support something that's not supporting me. That has nothing to do with a podcast. That's just in life. Would you keep going to go, like say you play piano and your homeboy plays football? Would you keep going to his football games, but he can never make it to your recitals? You know what I'm saying? And y'all supposed to be boys. You might have to say to yourself, maybe we're not boys. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're not. But look, I look. I'm just glad that some people that go from podcast to podcast and show love to all of them. I'm grateful for those type of people. I'm grateful for people like King Jermaine JP Shepherd who don't get caught up in bullshit and it's like, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for people like Tim Estes that goes around and says, I like what I like. But I'm trying to tell y'all, these podcasts, ours included, we better start banding together, man, and doing more stuff together. Or, the fans are not going to be engaged, bro. They're not stupid. So, that's, me rambling right there. As I said, Ian Thomas is definitely going to be gone, man. Y'all trying to do everything y'all power to get my guy out of here. Everything in y'all power trying to get my man out of here. JP said, yeah, I was fine with Brooks sitting out the whole year. Honestly, me too, man. What's the reason for taking? It's like you pull up out of the driveway to take a span and then a truck hit your ass. Nah, you just had to drive it. Shout out to JP, agreed, Twan. Brandon Edgerton said, and Chuba will not be. I'm the trade talk. Man, if they talk about trading Chuba, bro, I might need to take a break from Carolina. I'm telling you right now, we trade Chuba, I might need to take a break from Carolina. I also, since we're talking about, we have the time to talk about that, I also want Carolina to pay Deontay Johnson. I think XL Liget, I think he will come along, but we don't have to worry about paying him for a while. This is just my quick snaps. The tight end, Sanders, the one y'all said was going to be, like JP said, the one y'all said was going to come in and take over everybody's job. I don't see that. I don't see that, man. I don't see that shit. I don't see that. Shout out to Supernova Moore. Keep your head up, Twan. It's all love, my brother. Hey, look, always up, Supernova. Shout out to Supernova, man. I mean, always, man. Respectfully. Always, you know what I'm saying, showing love respectfully or whatever. Man. I like to say that my heart is genuine, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just want everybody to get along, bro. But that's asking way too much of me in the United States in 2024, bro. But look, man, Brandon said, JP, don't put that New Orleans voodoo out there. After that, relax and talk sports, man. Chuba may be gone for real if Brooks comes out here and is good. They are trading a top running back for picks. Nah, man. Bro, listen, we homegrown Chuba. That's our problem. The few people that we do actually homegrow, we homegrew Chuba. Fuck that. Chuba is already that good. So why would we get rid of him? Man, Brooks ain't even proven yet. Y'all don't even know what he can do. Y'all have no idea what Brooks can do. See, that's what I'm saying. We gotta learn from our mistakes, bro. The only person y'all should be thinking about moving on from is Miles Sanders, not no damn Chuba. Not no damn Chuba, bro. Brooks gonna get rookie money, so they ain't gonna pay him a lot anyway. We need to be moving on from Miles Sanders and seeing if we can put him a part of a package. How long are these motherfuckers gonna take, bro? It's been almost 38 minutes, you know. Yep, it's like 35 minutes already. Yeah. They're trying to get their lives together. Hey, Tim SD, shout out to Tim SD's. Only reason I see to rush him is if they are unsure if they can or will re-sign Chuba. Man, I'm telling you, Dan Morgan and them will make their first fucked up mistake by not signing Chuba back, bro. He's homegrown. He wants to be here, which is not something that you hardly ever hear when a lot of the players say. Did y'all see how many players ran the fuck up out of here last year? They didn't want to be here no more. So look, don't get Chuba to the point where he don't want to be here. We got to start holding on to our guys and paying our guys. Oh, guys, listen to this. You got to understand this, or they all will want to leave. They all will want to leave, bro. Then when Brooks get good and get going, he'll want to leave. So you just got to keep. Look, man, when people want to play here that are decent, you got to keep them. They're not going to blow no stupid bag on Chuba because running backs don't get that. Can't let that man walk, bro. Can't. You can't let that man walk. And it's just like we putting all this trust in a kid that we ain't even see play yet. Let me see. JP said Johnson better not come in. Talking about some wide receiver money though. He can't ask for no bag. I like him, and I hope they pay him something respectable to keep him to stay. But somebody will throw something at him if Carolina, because they know that we're dysfunctional. They know that we like to let shit slide. So that if he want a couple extra mil, then throw that couple extra mil at him. We gotta, man. Look, I'm telling you, bro. Our GMing and ownership has been bad for a long time. Nick said no, Chuba gotta stay. We'll just have one running back. I don't trust him either. Relax and talk sports. He said he don't trust Chuba. JT Sanders will take over at the tight end spot. Shit. I know that's Edge's boy out of Texas, but he ain't looking like no killer right now. He ain't showing no signs of it either. But it's his rookie year. I'm not gonna go in on him. I just want to see some more improvement. I saw him running dudes over in college. I see him getting ran over in the NFL. He just looks timid when he gets the ball. I think his confidence will grow, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, man. Press conference just started. Let's go to it.
And just another great day of focus for the guys, getting right back to work. As we get ready to take on the Commanders this week.
His return, well, I guess technically his first practice with you guys.
He looked great. He took a couple of snaps, went through the individual period, so it was good to have him out there, see him running around. Something that we certainly have been excited about. Just get him out there, and we'll make sure we do the right thing for Jonathan first and foremost. And then from there, we'll just kind of take it, a week at a time and see where he's able to help us.
As you ramp up his activity, what are you looking for specifically to make sure his body's in the right place?
Yeah, just looking for the confidence, looking for him to just play normal football, and when we can see that happen and we see the comfortability and confidence to play fast, then we know that he's ready to go. Yeah, Sam looked great today. He ran around, was in on all the special team stuff, took some defensive reps for the scout team, and was able to just be out there. It was great to see Sam. He brings such great energy to the field. Something that for sure we've been waiting to just get him back out there.
I was going to ask if you were able to hear him when you were out there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, whenever Sam's out there, you can hear him. But he looked awesome, and it was good to have him back out there.
With Tommy Tremble, do you have a sense of where he is in the protocol right now?
Yeah, Tommy was in a non-contact mode today, but he ran around, did some routes, some different things, and he looked great. So it's just a matter of clearing those protocols before we can fully, cut him loose and expect him to be back to help us.
Deontay basically rest with the ankle.
Yeah, just something that we're continuing to monitor. And he's engaged. He's right there. He's involved. So that's kind of been the rhythm of it. He'll be out there tomorrow practicing, and expect to see him just flying around and making plays tomorrow.
You expect Moten to be out another week?
We're taking it day by day with him. He did not practice again today. We're trying to make sure that the strength is right for the tricep before we put him back into a combative, competitive setting.
They were the guys that, like Steve was mentioning, Deontay and Ashawn with the knee, and guys that played last week,
Yeah.
not necessarily the guys that got their clocks started.
Yeah.
Are you confident that a lot of those guys will be available? I know it's early. So.
Yeah, I am confident, but again, we're going to go take it day by day, see if we can just push him to do a little bit of something all the way through Friday, just so that we can make the right decision for those guys.
Was Clowney able to practice?
He did. He had a couple of reps in there, and he just he took the walkthrough earlier, came out, had a couple of reps, just testing it out, and he wanted to be out there to make sure he got the calls, making sure that he's all connected with what we're doing.
There was a lot of talk last week about the defense trying to find itself, and
Yeah.
you guys are obviously facing a young quarterback this week in Daniels that is kind of earning his stripes on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
What challenges is he present to you guys, and what focus do you guys have defensively, not just for him, but to kind of shore things up?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, the guy's been playing great football. Jaden's been, making plays, extending, throwing balls on all the different levels, so his game continues to grow. So for us, it's just about, really, it starts off with the basics of the communication. We got to make sure our attention is just refining the details in the run game. And then in the pass game, just tight coverage, making it hard, making him have to be accurate, and making sure that we have that pocket awareness and integrity, because we know that he can extend plays and make plays that way.
We didn't get to see a lot of Jaden in training camp because he had the ankle injury. Can you remind us what you liked about him coming out in college, and you guys drafting him in the 6th round?
Yeah, talking about Crumity, right? So, a big athletic guy. He's got power. He's got great use of hands. For us, it's about getting him back on the field so that he can play in our scheme, learn how they do it. And we got guys, LeBrian Ray, Nick, Shy, Ashawn, who've been doing this for a while. So just getting him comfortable with all those things, because physically he looks good. He looks like he's ready to do it. But again, it's about playing in the system, which we know, like, as we continue to have guys go out, new guys are coming in, playing team football, tackling as a full group, and then the communication part of it. So really excited to see him just grow and progress.
Have been so kind of cautious and patient with Brooks's recovery.
Yeah.
With that being said, do you think this will be a couple weeks before he is ready for a game?
It's certainly going to be week to week, and we have to be able to see him play comfortably at full speed. So that's goal number one. And really, he checked all the boxes. We felt confident about getting him out there. So now it's like getting him a few runs full speed. Tomorrow we'll be padded up, see what he looks like in that mode, Friday coming back with another good tempo practice. So again, we just got to take it week to week and make sure that he's playing confidently is the goal.
Except for Brooks, you've seen most of your rookie class get the chance to play so far. What are you seeing out of that group that you saw on draft day that makes you feel kind of reinforces what you guys thought?
Yeah, just the ability to make plays. All the guys that we've counted on, the rookies, speaking, and in particular to the rookies, we've seen them make plays when plays have come to them. That's it starts with Xavier all the way through. Jonathan, we got to see, but Jatavian's made plays. Trevin's been out there playing. Shaw's had great snaps, and made some plays too. So these guys are just growing in our systems. But when they've had opportunities, Jalen Coker, an undrafted guy who showed some ability to us, and came in. They're
I'm pausing this again this time. I don't think y'all heard me the first time because I think I was on mute. But shout out to Nick Tri-State for the $1.99 super chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all check Nick out on all that he does. Great debater, you know what I'm saying? He represents the Tri-State, so I love him. You know what I'm saying? He said trade Thielen for Fields. I'm all for that, man. You know what I'm saying? If that's possible, But shout out to Nick, man, showing love. Now back to, I think I was on mute the first time. So now back to the schedule. Live
they're
press
showing that we
conference.
can depend on them to make plays when we need them to. And now it's just the weekly progression of the details that it takes to be a pro week in and week out. And as we all know, the rookies, that the amount of volume and work that happens in a pro season, that is the challenge, so just a lot of support, all of us rallying around them, and veteran guys talking to them too and saying, hey, it's going to come, and just the confidence and encouragement that comes from the full group.
Another outside linebacker in from Pittsburgh's practice squad yesterday. What's the coaching process like when you're kind of blending young guys like that with older guys like Marquise and just kind of throwing them all in together and seeing who comes out of the group?
Yeah, it's all hands on deck. It's our I got to give credit to our defensive coaching staff, just doing extra work with the guys to help them get ready to be able to play, and so, it's Pete Hansen, it's Mayor Shadari, who's helping out with the linebackers as well. It's Burt Watts taking time with Damani and with the safeties, adjusting that way. It's Tim, talking to Shaq Lawson and Marquise, who's been familiar, with some of the stuff we've done, but as we add these guys, the coaches really take that challenge because we're a developmentally minded team and coaching staff. So I gotta give those guys a lot of props for just spending those extra minutes and making sure they're watching the film, even when they're not out there getting reps, to watch all those reps so that they get the growth that we want to over time.
Obviously, you have your plate full on the offensive side, but how involved are you on the defensive end of things?
Yeah, just checking in. I have full confidence in our defensive staff and group to be able to teach our principles. And so for me, it's just about watching the film and then just checking in with the Gero, checking in with the defensive staff, to look at, the things that need to continue to improve, from a fundamental standpoint, technique wise and also assignment wise, so that part's been really good. Our communication has been great.
When a defense is struggling like yours is, and giving up the most points in the league, does it change how you call plays on the offensive end, knowing that maybe you got to score a little more?
Other than in a couple situations, where we can be a little bit more aggressive, for the most part, we got to just stay on schedule and we have to just stay balanced the way that we.
So if y'all didn't understand what just happened right there, and people that are very engaged with football know what just happened. That reporter just tried to get Dave Canales to throw Evero Edgero under the bus. I mean, he tried. They got their tactics as how they're doing it, and I was looking really closely, to see how he was going to answer that. But I'm gonna back it up a little bit, what I'm saying, so you can catch that if you didn't catch it the first time. Sometimes the reporters, man, they part of the problem. So, but check this out.
Say to look at the things that need to continue to improve from a fundamental standpoint, technique wise and also assignment wise, so that part's been really good. Our communication has been great.
When a defense is struggling like yours is and giving up the most points in the league, does it change how you call plays on the offensive end, knowing that maybe you got to score a little more?
Other than in a couple situations, where we
That was
can
a
be
slow
little bit more
move.
aggressive, for the most part, we got to just stay on schedule and we have to just stay balanced the way that we want to play our style of football. My investment is as we continue to go in this season that we don't shortchange the core of our systems by trying to be something that we're not. There's certainly a time in games where you got to go. But we want to stay balanced as long as possible so we can get those runs called. We can get those play actions called, the boot game, the screen game, all those things that we're counting on long term, we have to be able to just be really disciplined in our commitment to our system and our core on both sides, really in all phases.
Then defensively, Daniels, I mean, is pretty much the first really good running quarterback that you faced
Yeah.
all year. How does he put stress on your defense? What do you got to do to challenge that?
Yeah, every defense, the challenge is to make sure you account for the quarterback, in the gun runs, you account for the quarterback in the pass game, all those things, the attention just has to be heightened for where he's at, and the integrity of your pass rush needs to be sound so that we can make sure that we contain him to the pocket as we continue to rush.
Somebody playing him on the scout team, you could say.
Well, I mean, we really, he's kind of a unique player, in that way. So for us, we just continue to just give the concepts so that we can get the communication and all that.
Bryce kind of give you a little better look than you might otherwise have, prepping for Jaden.
He's doing a great job, handling that role, and just really just making those concepts come to life. It started today, it'll go on to tomorrow as well.
What do you see out of this Commanders defensive front, and how do things change?
It's still a really physical group. You talk about Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, guys we know, Jeremy Chin coming down the box in different ways. They have a really experienced group, and they're an aggressive style of play. They like to throw fastballs at you, so they have different pressures and things that they do to try to put extra people at the line of scrimmage, and they have a commitment to trying to stop the run, so it's a great challenge for us offensively this week.
When you say throw fastballs, what does that mean?
I don't want to get into scheme.
We do a couple more.
You've seen.
Be careful.
Draft, now you've seen
That's how Cam got in trouble.
What's your impression so far? What are these guys? Why are they seem to be succeeding early in their careers?
Yeah, great athletic ability, mixed with just these teams that are patient with how they install their offenses and how they commit to their systems. We saw it with the Bears a couple weeks ago. They've done a fantastic job of just building their systems and then just growing it incrementally. Guys that I know, Shane Waldron and that group, Kerry Joseph.
Shout out to Navash, man, in the chat. Had to point out what my man said. He said they look for any excuse to bring Bryce up, man. Shout out to Navash, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's very well said. I just call him Nine now. You know what I'm saying? But just responding to the chat, because look, I read all of the chat, yo. I read all the things that y'all say too. It was a discussion earlier about the quarterbacks. Yeah, I really do. In a perfect world, Andy Dalton and Bryce Young will be gone next year. I don't, unless Andy Dalton just turns it around and just looks extremely more spectacular. Although Claire sent me a one-on-one chart. I think it was either Claire or JP with Dalton next to Mahomes this year. Dalton got some better numbers than Mahomes. Mahomes just has a team. He has got a real team and a real defense. But up next to Mahomes, he ain't looking back. So it sounds like if you get the talent, then we can still be all right. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna continue this on, and we'll talk about that when this is over.
The QB coach there, and then of course with the Commander's staff, Cliff Kingsbury, a great group, over there with DQ, just bringing these guys along in the right way. So they're doing a fantastic job with those guys.
Good. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. So that that was it for that. I don't even know if I want to call it a press conference. He didn't come out and say anything that we weren't aware of. I think we were all right when we said that it was things he said he wasn't going to talk about. Better be careful with those female reporters, bro. With that, I'm not going to talk about scheme. It's just that brings up bad memories. When Cam was talking about routes and somehow got in trouble. But JP said a kitty, shout out to Kitty in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm amazed to have her over here. JP said, at Kitty, you can look old and handsome too. Laughing out loud. I just noticed his aging through his years. I call Canales he's a new tight t-shirt uh, head coach. And every time we play a game, he on the sideline with the fitted t-shirts, closing off his circulation. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he know what he doing, man. He know what he doing. His wife is playing. You better chill, bro. You better chill. Um, Nick said, "Relax, got to link up." Yeah, man. Got to have look, man. We got to, And speaking of that, man, trying to put together. And we're gonna do it, man. 704 Charlotte Bell meetup. I don't know if we're gonna do it in Raleigh or we're gonna do it in Charlotte, but putting that together, man. It'll be in the wintertime, probably sometime around like at least a week before Thanksgiving or a week after Thanksgiving. So and we'll put that together, man. I mean, we did it 3 years ago, I think, and it was very successful. Great turnout. And me and Ray, we did that one chip challenge and almost burn our asses out. But yeah, man, we had fun, bro. We cook out on the grill, food, liquor. You know what I'm saying? All that. I'll definitely have a spot with the pool tables. Actually, a gambling table if you want to gamble or something like that. Spades table. We'll be able to watch the game in a movie theater type of event. You know what I'm saying? So stay on the lookout for that. What's it? Kitty said at Joe is like fine wine, y'all do, man. Let me see. Ed said, "Damn, these reports are relentless. They're relentless." B. Amos said, "We get absolutely nothing out of these interviews. Nothing. We just did all that tuning in, and he didn't tell us nothing. He talked a little bit about Jonathan Taylor, and what he's been saying before. I mean, I don't understand. Like, maybe some of the owners, I mean, some of the coaches should come up and go, look, I'm not going to tell y'all anything I haven't told y'all already, just to not waste people's time. They make you wait 40 minutes for an interview to start just to tell you nothing, So, listen, we have to play the Redskins. I'm just going to touch on that just a little bit. We got to play the Redskins. No, I'm sorry. I apologize because I hate that word and I just got caught up, bro. We're playing the Commanders. I'm so sorry, bro. We're playing the Commanders. If I offended anybody by saying that word, I'm so sorry, man. Listen, we're playing the Commanders on Sunday. I think they just lost to Baltimore. Not by a lot, though. The Commanders are for real, bro. The Commanders are for real. Oh man, it's gonna be a long day for that defense, bro. It's gonna be a long day. Jaden Daniels is looking like a damn MVP candidate right now, man. He's playing better in the NFL than he played in college. He's playing better in the NFL than he played in college. Can they be scored on? Yeah, absolutely. Same thing last week. And one of the things, I will slightly tap myself on the back for last week with Atlanta. I said neither team is going to be able to stop the other. I know I said that. I said it's going to be who can outscore the other team. And then when you start getting gas and you start getting turnovers, those are the differences. That's the difference in points. The reason why they got the points they have and the points that we have is because of turnovers. They couldn't stop us and we couldn't stop them. They definitely couldn't stop Chuba. Chuba had his way. Shout out to Red Swarm because Red Swarm said whenever we play the Carolina Panthers, He said we can never do anything with you. All right, man. Shout out to Kitty Kitty. She said JPLL. Don't get me started on lips. Oh man, y'all in there talking some. This is motherfucking freak off in the damn chat. Where the baby all at? What are we talking about? you know, what's going on now? Somebody explain to me what the fuck is going on now. I'm seeing baby oil and lips. Let me get some music back up in here, man. Yeah, man, but look. Again, just saying what we can do on offense when we play the Commanders. I keep on having to catch myself. Again, I think that game will resemble unlike Atlanta, I think that game is gonna more resemble when we played the Bears. Because Daniels is not gonna sit back there all day. He's gonna definitely lead the pocket and take off running. I even got him down for scoring against us at least once with a 20-yard run or more. And they run tempo. So I hope Canales and Edgero have these guys ready because they run tempo. I think Canales may have alluded to Clowney maybe being back. Although Clowney's not doing a whole lot when he's on the field. I'm not worried about any of their receivers because Horn will lock any of them dudes up. And MJ, he kind of played more decently last time that we saw him. So we got to build this thing, man, slowly in the right way. Slowly in the right way. And Kitty said, JP, you started it. That'll turn my chat into a flick, man. JP brought up, oh man, shit, man. Shout out to the lovely Kristen Butler. She said, my fault. And she also said, look, they're going to cook. Darryl Green has some kind of thing going on there. Sunday, return his jersey or something. It's going to be very electric. Their best belief. Man, look, bro. Yeah, it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad. But, if you're in the D.C., Maryland area, go to that game. I think Nick is going to be at that game. Black Ass Nick will be at that game. Go hang out with Nick. Go get a couple drinks with him. You know what I'm saying? Or find out where he's sitting. Those games are fun, man, because there's so much to do in D.C. when the game over, win or loss. JP said, I think offensively we'll score. Defensively is what I'm worried about. Absolutely, man. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Kristen Butler said Canales needs to stick with the run for as long as possible. Oh, yeah, man. We'll be able to run the ball, bro. We're going to keep stacking Chuba. And what did Relax said? Relax, email Twan. He will send you my info. Yeah. So look, man. Look, one of the things I want to talk to y'all again about that I was talking about earlier is in 2 weeks I'm going to be holding a workshop over here at the 704 Charlotte Brown Show. I'm holding a workshop. It's absolutely free. It's going to be absolutely free. It's not going to be live. It's not going to be live. Because I'm only doing this for my friends and subscribers and the people that want to know. I don't care what show you represent or go to or you like to be at. It's going to be absolutely free. First come, first serve. I'm going to be doing a workshop on how to start your own podcast. And it doesn't have to be a sports podcast. I'm going to walk you through step by step of how to create a podcast, how to create your show, about whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about different apps that you can purchase, and we're going to talk about apps that are free. We'll talk about if you want to do a professional podcast, or if, I'm not going to teach you how to do a trash one, but you know what I'm saying? Or if you like, I don't want to spend tons and tons of money. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. We're going to talk about, like I said, apps that you can get for free, apps you can get that you can pay for, but the ones that will really, really, really help you in the long run. How to grow your audience. I'm going to teach you how to grow your audience. The importance of where you put your things at. I'm going to also explain to you how, when you're looking to get paid, what email, say ESPN, what YouTube is expecting from you if you want to do it, in a manner to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I'll go down of what ESPN wants you to have before they start paying you, before you can get monetized, and go from there. Everybody don't want to get monetized. Some people just want to be able to tell their story. I'll tell you about stuff to stay away from for copyright and free things that you can use as far as copyright on your shows, and how to build your audience. Free of service. Most people charge for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they always trying to get $1 out of something. Look, man. Look. I don't like to just say it. I'm a man of the people, man. And I know there's a guy who already has that slogan with the Panthers. Shout out to CB and them, man. But look, man. I believe in everybody being able to come up with great content. You know what I'm saying? And being able to hear people from a different advantage when it comes to the Panthers, if indeed you want to do a Panthers show. I'm going to be totally honest with you, bro. I would love to see a lot of women show up to that, because the streets want more female podcasts. Well, females talking about the Panthers, or talking about football teams, or talking about sports in general. You feel me? And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to show you how you don't have to be limited to just one show. If you want to do 2 shows, if you want to talk about football on one show, and you want to discuss clothing on another show, I can show you how to put all that on the same thing under your show. And then obviously we'll do the Q&A session, and it will cost you absolutely. I'm doing it this one time for free. I'm not going to leave anything out. Just so all I say is, y'all just let people know, if you're trying to get started with something and you need some help, look, reach out to Twan. You know what I'm saying? And he'll show you. And my fee later will be I will put a $50 fee on it, and trust me, that's nothing for later if somebody wants to learn. But I'm gonna be doing this absolutely free, man. Make sure you bring a pen and some paper with you, a laptop if you got one, or your phone, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, man. Yeah. And I'm also looking for somebody who likes to write articles. 704 Charlotte Brown Show, we're looking for a writer, somebody who likes to write short articles, maybe a page or 2. And I'm just really trying to get people involved in this thing in ways that are comfortable for them. Everybody don't want to be in front of the camera. Everybody doesn't like to talk. But I can show you, and if you're interested in doing, but if you're a great writer, and you want to write about the Panthers, 704 Charlotte Brown Show is looking for a writer, and we'll post your work, and we'll go from there, man. Any questions before I get up out of here? Any questions before I get up out of here? And then later, when you get situated, if you attended the workshop, I'll show you 20. Look, I'll either I'll either show you how to make intros and how to make outros for a fee. I haven't come up with that fee yet. It's not going to be anything expensive. Or you can pay me $30 to make your intro or your outro. And I'm pretty sure I got people in here that can vouch for me that my intros is cold, bro. And my outros is cold. I won't give you anything that's going to cause you to have any copyright. It'll be yours. The music that is put in it will be permanently yours. You can use it however you like and go from there, man. Understand, man, there's things out here and there's services out here to get you started, to get your voice out there and do your own thing, and don't let anybody hold you back, man. Don't let anybody hold you back. There's people out there that want to hear what you got to say. And I want to thank my man, my boy Blue that was up in here, JP in here, Relax and Talk Sports, Kristen Butler, Kitty, shout out to Kitty that was in here today, B. Amos, Nirvash was in the building. It's a lot. I'm just trying to remember who I remember. Nick Tri-State was here. Nick, Edge, Claire. Who I know I'm missing a lot of people, man. If I missed you, please forgive me, man, from my mind and not my heart. But give y'all a quick little taste in case you never seen our intro. But I thank all of y'all for coming by. This was just some afternoon shit. You know what I'm saying? To get y'all caught up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Twan Dunn from the 704 Charlotte Bounce Show, man. Thank you guys for coming over. See you next time.
Aries Claire, Edge, Nick Gaskins, welcome to the 704 Charlotte Bounce Show.